Hello, BookTube. I have a little mail for you today on a bright, humid day, a humid Thursday. Rain is in the offing. Rain is threatening. I did not believe the forecast last week when I looked ahead at it. Knew I was going to be having a guest for a week and saw that it was a solid week of rain. I don't remember the last time that's happened. But it held off mostly. It's held off mostly today. I think it's coming when the sun goes down. I love the increase in the humidity. I love the threat of the increase of heat, but I think it's going to be a bad summer for all of us. But anyway, well, we've got a little bit of mail here. We have the New York Review of Books, and I just gazed at it. But let's see if they review anything that I have written about or intend to. Okay, well, Careless People, which I didn't write about it, but I talked about it on Cedarburg Public Library's Books of the Week. And Christopher Russell just made a video about Careless People that was quite good. Anything else? Joseph Horowitz reviews the new performance of Aida at the Met. I would have gone there. Just would have gone and listened to it if it was still affordable. The last piece here is Andrew Del Blanco reviews that new annotated Great Gatsby that you see on Pat's channel. So that'll be good. It's the last piece on the table of contents, so I can't tell how long it is from looking at this, but I'll be very interested in that. He'll be good. Anything else? I'm not going to review that annotated Great Gatsby. No, nothing else. So a free and clear issue. I will just be reading about stuff where I don't have a dog in the race. And then we have a couple of packages here. One box, but neither package is very big, so these might not be all that great. Let's see. Cut our way in. There's the baby for you. All right, what are you that was so much trouble? Okay, is this? Yeah, it is. Okay, all right. I'm gonna be reviewing this, but I'm not going to be reviewing it under my own name. So this is nonfiction. Yeah, this is The Angry Skies by Blake Kerr, M.D., a physician's journey into Cambodia's heart of darkness. Which is an unprecedented account of an American physician who infiltrates a renegade gang of Khmer Rouge soldiers in Cambodia. When Dr. Kerr goes to Cambodia in 2000 to start a clinic, he comes face to face with the architects of Pol Pot's regime. Traveling to remote, heavily mined Khmer Rouge strongholds, Dr. Kerr meets child soldiers, physicians, warlords, and generals, as well as Pol Pot's family and inner circle. He learns firsthand how their hatred for American bombing led them to raise enough troops to defeat the U.S.-backed government and fuel the largest genocide in any country ever of its own people. Okay, well, I'll be writing about it, but it sounds good, and it is an indie author, so if it sounds good to you, if some of you out there listening to me are probably a lot more interested in the Pol Pot regime than I am, you can certainly do the author a good favor by buying this book. Probably won't be all that much money on Amazon, but you indie authors out there can attest that means a lot. You know, getting some sort of traffic. I'm saying that you would do the author a good turn to buy his book. That is not the same thing as me saying that it's good because I haven't read it. So if you are really interested in the subject, well, then you could go ahead and buy it. And if you're really interested in not wasting your reading time, you're going to have to check back with me when I get to it. And then we have this next one, which is As Light as a Feather. It's a box, but it's as light as a feather. So, again, don't hold out much hope here. What have we got here? Oh, it's a romance. Okay. Let's see here. So this is The Friendship Fling by Georgia Stone, with this cover. It's a cartoon cover, and I've had thoroughly my fill of them, but at least the people have faces here. You don't usually. So this is going to be a paperback original. This comes out on June the 3rd, and the publicity sheet calls it a delightfully charming, heartfelt, and hilarious debut love story of two wildly different strangers who embark on a short-term friendship over one London summer. So this is a debut. That's wonderful. We'll learn all about Georgia Stone. Let's see here. No one would ever call Ava Monroe a people person, which isn't ideal for a barista in a busy London coffee shop. She's sarcastic, blunt, and set in her ways with a rule that her romantic relationships are to be strictly no strings attached. But now, rather inconveniently, her best friend Josie is about to leave for several months, and she's pushing Ava to get out of her comfort zone and meet new people. Then the interminably cheerful and undeniably gorgeous Finn O'Callaghan rolls into her coffee shop with an unusual proposal, a mutually beneficial, friends-only summer fling. Finn needs a local to help him complete his London bucket list before he moves away. What does he have on that bucket list that he needs her for? I guess I had a bucket list like that in London as well. But, and Ava needs to reassure Josie, and maybe herself, that she won't be lonely. Besides, it's only for a few months. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, well, so who is Georgia Stone when she's at home? A London-based author of contemporary romance. She writes love stories that she hopes make people laugh out loud and clutch at their hearts in equal measure. When she's not reading or writing, you can usually find her trying out DIY projects in her ridiculously colorful flat, spending far too much free time feeding the algorithm, or acting unhinged at gigs with her friends. And this is her debut novel, shall we? Shall we? Let's dip our toe in just a bit. Chapter 1. Repeat after me. Lying to men is not a hobby. And it is, we're told, Ava, so it's from her point of view. It is fundamentally against my morals to tell a man he's funny. For starters, he might believe it. And if he does, he might take it upon himself to try stand-up comedy. This is, incidentally, how I found myself folded into a too small, cracked plastic chair at a club in North London, watching a man I met on Hinge tell jokes into a microphone with an animated cadence of someone raised amid the YouTube furor of 2013. Okay. Well, I wasn't blasted in the face with a blizzard of F-bombs, so that's something to start with. I wonder what this author's story is. Beyond feeding the algorithm, I wonder. A London-based writer makes me want to know, where are you from? But anyway, this comes out in June. It's a contemporary romance. I'm perfectly happy with that. So this is the way it's going to look. It's going to be a finished paperback, so I'll get to it later in the month. I got way behind on all sorts of stuff. It happens if you have a house guest. So there you go. That is just a quick mail haul. Didn't want the packages to sit there and thought I could at least show them to you. So I'll wrap this up and let the mail accumulate again. So I'll see you soon. Thank you, BookTube.